Welcome, Taurus, to your weekly love reading for October 16th to the 22nd of 2017. So I'm going to shuffle a little bit here. Okay. See what's going on with you for the week. These are general in nature. Remember, you can always check your moon sign or your rising sign. That video may relate to you more if this doesn't. The sun sign usually does more. Thank you for Taurus. 16th to the 22nd, 2017. 10 card comes. Okay. Theme is the moon reverse. So a lot of you, either truth being revealed, getting over fears, doubts, insecurities, anything like that. This is going through that process. Maybe a lot of insights could be coming through to you via your dreams. So embrace that and, pay attention to those things. All right. What's crossing that is the Queen of Wands reverse. So you could have been dealing with a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. And when I talk about getting over fears or anxiety and confusion, maybe this particular person, and it doesn't have to be a fire sign, could be any other sign, but someone who is coming out in this position, very unpleasant to be around, or sometimes lying, not being truthful, but truth being revealed and coming to light, those kind of things, and you're moving away from whoever that particular person was, or kind of figuring out some things about whoever you have been dealing with. All right, it's like things becoming much clearer between you and some kind of confusion that you have been going through this week. The base of everything is forgiving the fact that they have been behaving that way, or any kind of deceit, lies, or things like that going on. You're getting over that, trying to move forward, forgiving, letting go, and moving forward. That's how I kind of see this. So that's the root. So I feel like that's causing a lot of frustration within you, a lot of emotional healing that's going on. So the recent past is the Five of Swords reverse. So this is also getting over whatever harsh words and drama that has been going on with you and another person, maybe last week in the recent past. So these things are also subsiding. The communication, and then also the emotional intensity between you and that other person. It could be three people there. All right. The hit of everything is the Page of Cups reverse. So some of you could be feeling a bit down emotionally, going through a breakup, separation, being dumped, a date night not going well, that kind of energy being there. Also having a lot of fits coming through, very emotionally immature. That's how you could be feeling right now due to the emotional interactions that you could be having with a particular person in the past. All right. Also dealing with someone who was a bit younger than you as well, or children. That's coming up here with the Page of Cups in reverse. So this could lead to a lot of drinking or drugs and things like that. So just be careful about that. That's what could be. Maybe a breakup or something like that you're dealing with. All right. Now the near future is the Four of Wands reverse. So some issues around the home, and this could be like a divorce or something going on around the home. A lack of stability, communication, a lot of issues where things are not being resolved. Some of you could be thinking about changing your address, different things like that, remodeling, anything, but there are some issues going on around the home, or the fact that someone did not want to commit in a relationship or marriage just yet. The energy is there. Now your fears is the King of Cups reverse. So you could be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. There are three different people here that you could be involved with, and the King of Cups is coming out in reverse now. This person could be just suppressing their emotions. You may be seeing them in this way, like you're not happy to even communicate with them. It could be an outside party that some of you are thinking about, or your romantic partner, anyone in your situation that could be interfering. These could be people that are living with you under the same roof for some of you out there, with the Four of Wands being there. So it could be some home issues that you're having with your relationship partner, but there are some issues now. Some fears that some of you could be having are issues with your emotional state, trying to ground yourself, or the fact that you can't stop drinking, or being depressed about something with this right here. So how others may be seeing you is justice in reverse. So this is your partner, or how your friends or family may be seeing you, maybe coming through as being a bit insensitive or dealing with a toxic kind of situation, sometimes verbally abusive, or just an injustice, either this being done to you and you continuously accepting it, or that you're coming off a bit intense. That's how I kind of see this, with the Page of Cups in a reverse position, and then this coming out as well. So just make sure that you're trying to be fair to yourself and your situations, even if you feel provoked in some way, because these are things like a karmic kind of card, and you don't want those things to catch up with you if you are overreacting to something. So just be careful about that. Some may be dealing with the Libra as well. Your partner, if you have a partner, you're dealing with somebody, they may be clinging on to you. They may not be financially secure themselves. They could have been using you for money or financial favors, different things like that. So it just depends on your situation. They could be having some issues with doing things or being on their own. All right. And the outcome is Judgment reversed. So some issues with making a decision. You're asking yourself questions about what's working for you in your relationship, whether or not to, and these could be court matters as well, because you have justice here with justice and judgment here as well. So a few different things I feel like you are trying to change, you're trying to think about. Sometimes this is like waiting for things to work out. Sometimes this is being judged in a certain situation where you don't want to make a decision because you feel like others are going to look at you in a certain way. You may be having a lot of confusion and anxiety around friends, your romantic partner, different issues like that with the family. So there are some things going on with Judgment being in reverse here. So issues with making a decision or waiting for something to happen for a lot of you. So there's a lot of intensity that's happening. So I do want to, let's see why justice may be in reverse for you, Taurus. Justice. Then you have the King of Swords. So definitely some legal issues that's going on, but also dealing with maybe an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, but looking for the truth. Making sure that you are receiving the truth, that someone is not leading you on, misleading you, and that you're not doing this with someone else. Maybe you need some kind of counseling or some other advice within your situation to help you get through, these issues, or this emotional issue, or if you have any kind of drinking issues, or different things like that that could be going on right now. So I do feel like it's important to seek the truth and not go back around or open yourself up to a situation that's not healthy for you. Okay, so that's what I feel for you this week, Taurus. I'm gonna leave that there. Okay, and let's I'm gonna clarify Judgment reverse as well for you real quick, Taurus. Clarify Judgment reverse. Some issues with finances as well. And sometimes I almost see this as if you have been dealing with a romantic partner that has been draining you financially, and that has been a bit reckless or selfish. Maybe some of you continue to allow that relationship to go on, and it's like going in cycles and not allowing something to end and not addressing the issue. So a lot of you are needing to address financial issues, or the fact that you are with a romantic partner that you are either needing to move on from, or they could be dealing with some things like that, and maybe some of you are not willing to wait for them, or they're not willing to wait for you as you make these changes. Some issues like that are going on. Some of you could be dealing with the Scorpio as well, but I feel like there's just some things that you need to address because of the place where you are at right now. Maybe you're having some issues with paying for certain things that could be some of the issues here. That's what I feel. All right, so just make some adjustments. All right, for sure. There are a couple people that showed up, so maybe they do speak to your situation. Remember that these are general in nature. If you would like a private or personal reading, you can go to psychicloveheals.com to schedule something that's going to be for your energy. Have a great week. Much love and much light.